Hi friends, Micah Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. So, for today's reading, I decided to do a reading that was like kind of on my mind. It came to me while I was just thinking one day, well, yesterday. Went to sleep and I woke up with it still on my mind. So, I guess that's my sign to actually go ahead and do this reading. So for this reading, I decided to ask who has their eye on you. Now, I set the intention for this reading. I thought it was going to be romantic, but it seems like there isn't really much romance in these piles. But except for like maybe one that kind of has like the potential, but I'm not entirely sure. But we'll get into it when we get there. But the purpose of this reading is to see who is actually like watching you, or who wants to engage, or who wants to connect with you, or like what their intentions are of this person who's like got their eye on you. Yeah, mostly about what their intentions are and like a little bit of a brief description of the person. Uh, from here, I don't know how else to best describe this. I think this is a reading where you actually have to see it to like actually like get a better understanding. So we'll just leave it there because I'm kind of drawing a blank on the best way to kind of describe this reading or what's it about because it's so different. But you guys know I don't really typically engage in this kind of stuff. So this is more so like a reading that came from like inside of me instead of one that I just like decided to do. So we'll see what comes of it. So for this reading, we have 4 piles to choose from, and of course, you guys will be picking a card. Um, so for pile selection, we have 4 piles here, and I will be showing you the cards that are associated with each pile. So for pile 1, we have blood. Very ominous. For pile 2, we have door. For pile 3, we have fish. And for pile 4, we have dove. So take the time out to decide which one of these piles is yours, which one of these cards like actually speaks to you, called out to you, or just seemed like the right fit for you. You can pause the video, you can rewind, fast forward, do whatever it is that you need to do to help get yourself in a mood to pick your pile. And now with pile selection out of the way, we will be starting the reading. So if you've chosen blood or pile 1, this reading is for you. So pile 1, let's get a look at the characteristics of the person who has their eyes on you. Let's move these over. So remember this one. So for this pile in particular, the person who has their eyes on you, they have the characteristics of the victim and the detective. So with victim and detective, this is actually quite a different pairing. I didn't expect to see this. But with victim and detective, I get the feeling that this person is actually, not only are they pretty self-assured and pretty strong, I think this person is actually quite kind. And I think that a lot of people might not really get that from this person because I get a strong sense of that this person isn't very talkative. I don't think that this person is someone, like if there's a group, I don't think this person is the one that's like actually trying to actively lead or to like actively contribute. They might be the person where if everyone's talking and everyone is going into like maybe the wrong idea, this will be the person that speaks up and offer a counter perspective that makes everyone goes oh yeah, I didn't really think of that. This person is very astute, very observant, and I think that this person has a pretty strong intuitive gut feeling about things. But one thing about this person is that, you don't take their silence for a weakness. This person is very strong in themselves, very self-assured, and they're not the kind of person who would either bully others or let themselves be bullied, which is like kind of what you get which is what kind of a lot of people think of like the quiet kid or like the quiet person, that they don't really stand up for themselves, they don't really have much of a backbone. But it's not the case with this person. This person has a very quiet and self-assured strength to them. And like I said, very astute and could be pretty intelligent as well. So let's get into the tarot cards to get a little bit more of a description about this person and like maybe where you know them from and stuff. And now I completely remember this pile. So pile one, the first card that came out for you guys was like the Hierophant. You got the Page of Swords in reverse for this person, the three of Pentacles, and the bottom deck card was the Four of Swords. Like this lets me know, like with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles in particular, that this might be someone that you work with, or like do a lot, or do like work, that you work with, or like have a collaborative like effort with. I think this person, like if you're someone who's like maybe doing a group project in school, or maybe someone who works on teams and works in teams at work, or maybe even have like a little side hustle or maybe a little community thing that you do where there's multiple people, I think that this person is someone in that group of people. And the way that this reading works in particular is like even if there's more than one person who has their eyes on you, this reading is focusing on those whose energy is like the strongest, or those whose gaze is more intense. And as you can see here, even in the detective card, like this person like has their eye on who they're looking at, but they're making it inconspicuous. And I think this person is inconspicuously watching you, assessing, and just like really got their eyes on you. Maybe you're the group leader, or maybe you're the project lead, or like maybe the manager or something like that. But I'm getting a strong sense that this is someone that, if you're in a group or collaborative effort, or even not even in a group, like if you work maybe with just like one other person or just collaborating on something, this person is like either that one collaborator or within that group of collaborators with you. This person is watching you, assessing, and like they're really keeping their eye on you. The Page of Swords in reverse lets me know that this person might not even be that talkative. So even if you are like working with just one other person, but they're kind of like the strong silent type, or they just seem like terribly shy and not really talkative, this is like a part of this person's characteristics, because with the Four of Swords coming up at the bottom, this person is very introspective and very much inside themselves. This is someone who really thinks before they speak, or like will spend a lot of time thinking and not a lot of time verbalizing their thoughts. That's exactly what I get, and that's what I'm like feeling very strongly here. So this is definitely someone that that you work with, or like maybe in some sort of corporation or something like that you have ties with. So you definitely know this person, Pile One. You definitely know this person, and they don't really say much, and they just more so just watch. And you might know this person, or maybe I get the feeling like, even though I say you know this person, like you probably do know this person, but you don't know that you know this person. Like this is someone that you probably could easily forget, or like kind of skip over in your memory, Pile One. That's what I'm getting here. Like this is someone that you can easily just like forget is there because they really don't say much. They don't speak much unless they really have to. They just more so watch, observe, and just keep to themselves. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting very strongly here at Pile One. So in regards to this person's intentions, we have the bubbles. With the bubbles, it says peace, relaxation, joy, and short-lived good fortune. This lets me know that this person doesn't mean you any harm. They don't have no ill will towards you or anything like that. In fact, what I'm really getting here is that this person kind of rather enjoys watching you, like watching you work. And I think this person enjoys your energy, enjoys probably the way that you lead, or probably the way that you contribute or work within this group, and what you bring forth. I think this person has a pretty good respect for you, a pretty healthy respect for you. And honestly, I don't, even though I don't feel anything romantic, I'll pull cards to see if there's like any romantic intent here. But I'm just getting the feeling that this person is just happy to be working with you or collaborating with you on whatever this is. I think this person thinks of you as someone that's competent, someone that, you know, like even though they're watching you closely, they're glad that they don't have to like constantly like try to clean up after you or like do stuff like that. I think this person trusts you. And I think this person greatly enjoys the experience of being on the same team as you or working with you. You could be that person that everyone on the team just likes. But this person is no exception. Even though they might not verbalize it, even though they might not say it, even though you might completely forget that this person is there, they see you and they enjoy working with you. So let me see if there's any romantic intent here. If there is romantic intent, you can definitely count on this person to not say anything to you about it. They might just crush on you from afar. If they do have a question, they certainly not going to say anything. And if they do say something, just know that they've been working up the courage to do so for quite a while, Power One. If there is romantic intent here, but we're about to check that out. These cards do not shuffle well. I'm gonna start moving them around a little bit more forward. The chaser. It's chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment or issue. Yeah, I think this person is someone who definitely won't say anything to you. Welcome in love, meeting a one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Even though if this person does have like a relationship, have something with you, I think they're more content with just like sitting back and watching and like falling in love with the idea of being with you instead of like actually welcoming you in. Yeah. Yeah, I think this person is just not going to say anything to you. If they do like you, if they do have a crush, they're not going to say anything. No matter how strongly they feel about you, they won't say anything to you, Power One. And that's on period. They have a fear of like actually being rejected or like being abandoned by someone that they actually care about. And I'm not saying like it's that deep with them. It could be, but I'm not saying that it's that deep with them. But they rather just not take the chance here. They rather just admire you from afar and think how great and awesome you are and how much they enjoy your time and your energy. Let's do one more card from this one here. No, not from this one. That one's for when we definitely know this romantic intent. This one is I'm still on the fence about romantically. So let's see. Let's get one more card here. Yeah, and I was going to say something about this person having masculine energy. This could very well be a male or maybe just like a very strong presenting woman. But yeah, no, there's nothing here about love or like anything like that. Like if this person has a crush, it's going to be very quiet. This person is very much a strong silent type or an intelligent and silent type that only speaks when they need to speak and not before or after. This is just someone that's very content with watching you, Power One, very content with having their eye on you and not really doing too much to jeopardize or change that or move the needle in any which way, whether it's platonic as friends or romantic. I think they're okay with just being in the middle, just being the observer here. So you might not know who this person is, or you might know and you just can't remember or just won't even think of this person, but just know that they're watching you, Power One. They like you and they think that you're a competent and awesome person and they just enjoy being around and being in your company. That's it. That's all. So if you found this reading interesting, Power One, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're not already. A like goes a very long way to supporting my channel and allowing more people to see and engage with my content. So I would greatly appreciate it if you did that. But thank you so much for your time and energy, Power One, and be blessed. Bye. if you've chosen door or pile 2, this reading is for you. So let's get into the characteristics of the person who has their eye on you, pile 2. Oh, it's this one. We have seeker in reverse, which says, because when these cards come out in reverse, I read the shadow attributes because it tends to be more prominent, which is the inability to commit to a path once found. So a very non-committal person here, or someone who struggles with indecision. And the top thing that we have here is for child, and the next card is child orphan, which is independence based on learning to go it alone and conquering fear of surviving. I think this person is someone who's very much alone, someone who's typically used to working alone or being by themselves or being overlooked. This is someone without too much direction in life, or don't know where they're going or what they're doing. Only thing that they know is that they have to survive. This could be someone who's not really focused on actually thriving, but more so just keeping their head above water. So if this is someone who's grown like an adult, then this could very much definitely be someone who life might be a little bit of a mess. From the outside looking in, it might be a little bit of a mess. This person probably, struggles to hold down a job, or struggles to make decisions, make life-changing decisions, or they just don't commit to these decisions once they make them. This person is probably often very alone, or usually by themselves, very independent, but that's mostly out of the necessity of being independent and dependent on themselves, because they probably don't have other people that they can. This person could in fact be an orphan, or it could just be someone without too much of a support system. The other thing that I was feeling here is if this person is someone that's a little bit younger, this could be someone maybe in their early 20s, or maybe a teenager who just don't know what they want to do with their life. To be a little less severe, it could definitely be maybe a teen, or or someone in their early 20s who's just struggling with their identity and trying to figure out what they want out of life. So we'll get a little bit more in depth with the cards here. Right. Of course. I remember now. Yeah, the tarot cards definitely echo what I was feeling when I initially saw these cards, saw this combination of cards. One of the things that I did was, when I first picked up the deck I was using for this reading, for the tarot cards, I was holding my deck upside down. And to me, that's always a sign. It means that, when a reversal is inevitable, because I always check to make sure that I'm holding my cards upright and that every card in my deck is upright before I start dealing and doling. So if I do pull a reversal, they're meant to be just that, reversals. And me holding it upside down is doubly so. We have the Two of Swords in reverse, which is, again, the card of indecision, or the inability to make choices in decision. Whoever this person is, they really struggle with making choices and sticking and committing to those choices. The Two of Swords could also allude to the fact that this person is kind of blind to this quality inside of them, or this quality that they have, or maybe they just simply don't want to see it in anyone else who tries to come up and tell them about themselves or tell them about this. They more so, la 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 la, I can't hear you, I don't want to hear this. But for the most part, I think that this has a lot to do with indecision. The Seven of Pentacles came out, and what's funny is, in this deck, the Seven of Pentacles is associated with failure, which isn't exactly what the Seven of Pentacles is known for in many decks. But the fact that we're getting this energy and then failure comes out, this could be someone who hasn't really achieved anything. Again, this could just be a teenager or someone in their early 20s really just trying to figure out life and figure out what they want. But if they're definitely a little bit more advanced in age, if someone is coming to mind and they're a little bit older, a little bit more advanced, this is someone who hasn't produced anything worth mentioning, or produced anything to be proud of. The Seven of Pentacles is all about sowing seeds, doing work, and waiting for the harvest. And I think here with this person, they're always perpetually waiting for a harvest, or they're kind of always I keep hearing adding salt to their crops. I don't know if you salt crops, it actually kills the harvest or something like that. I don't know why that came to my head. but I just seen someone like sprinkling like saltpeter or salt all over their fields. Like it's just like someone who's like self-sabotaging, or someone who can't produce. Like it's just someone who's really having a hard time producing or making anything for themselves. And that's even echoed in the very next card, the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is someone who's very not secured in their finances or materials. The King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who might need to focus a little bit hard at maintaining their physical security. They might need to reevaluate certain decisions and like really make sure that they do what they need to do in order to like have a more fruitful experience in regards to money and finance. This is someone who's really, really struggling in life, pile two. And why this person have their eye on you, we're going to find out, but I'm not quite sure why. But this is definitely someone who is like a little bit of a mess. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This person's a mess. And the last card that they have is the Eight of Cups, which again strikes that non-committal energy. The Eight of Cups is all about abandoning something that you've already been working on in pursuit of something better. And I think that this is something, like again, if this person's a little bit younger, you can give them grace. But this is someone who starts something and, they might get a little bit far in it. They might, put a little bit of effort into it. But before they can get a payoff, they just leave it and go and pursue something else, so they change. This person is terrible at finishing. This person is terrible at finishing. Or like committing, again, as the Seeker in reverse says, the inability to commit to a path once they found one. This is someone whose life is constantly shifting and changing, and quite frankly, I don't see it. I just think that this is someone who's constantly on the go, constantly doing something new with nothing to show for it. So let's check and see what their intentions are for you. And here we have the Scarecrow, which is a tatamalian, or it's supposed to be taxidermalian, which I think is like a French word or something for someone who wears ragged clothing, like maybe like a vagrant or a bum, to put it in more layman's term. This could be someone that's a little bit more on the bummy side. A decoy, a ruse, beware bogus friends. I think if this person is trying to get in contact with you or like really have their eyes on you, their intentions isn't really like the best. They might really just want something from you, or they might just be here to serve as a little bit of a distraction. But I'm not 120% sure on this. So what I will do is I'll pull some cards to help clarify what this Scarecrow means here in regards to their intention, because this is like a warning, like, hey, or the Scarecrow could just mean that this person is empty. Like, I think it is Alice in Wonderland, right? In Alice in Wonderland, the Scarecrow was the one that was lacking brains. Yes, this was the one that wasn't smart, or believed himself to not be smart. Because, in the end, the lion always had courage, the Tin Man always had a heart, and the Scarecrow always had brains. Smart enough to know these things. To not be so severe and harsh on this person, this could just be someone who like their intentions with you, or like at least what I'm feeling here is like the reason why this person is so much eyeing you is because you might be a person to let them know that they're more capable than what they've been giving themselves credit for. That you might be the person that might have to shake this person awake and let them know, like, hey, you're 30 years old and you haven't completed a degree. You haven't even held down a job for more than a year. You haven't done this, you haven't done that. You got nothing to show for your life. Maybe it's time to start making some changes. You might be the person, like, they're eyeing you because you might be that person that might have to tell them these things. On a more negative note, this person could just be trying to get close to you because you have what they don't. And, they want to get a little bit of piece of your action. But we're going to get some clarity on it right now and figure out why this person has their eye on you. Ooh, that's too many, but this one really wants to come out. The Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the card of unity. It's like the building a house together or like being together. It's a card of completion. You Let me get one more card before I really start going in. I just need one more. The Knight of Pentacles. Judgment at the bottom deck. Yeah, this is weird. I think that this person has their eye on you because they might know that you're the person that can really like help them. And that's what I was feeling before. I didn't want to like say that because, with this kind of energy, I don't know if it's best to avoid or to help. Me personally, I'm the kind of person that will want to help someone like this and to put forth my energy and effort to like, at least like try to advise this person. But everyone who's watching this pile might not feel the same that I do, and I don't want to put my opinion on there. But I was definitely of the mind that this person might be coming to you for help, pile too, because they see you. They see that you have the things that they wish that they had, and they might be coming to you like under the guise or the pretense or under the ruse that they want to that they want to be friends, they want to be something, when honestly they might just be doing like a little bit of a slow burn. If they're older and this is like a romantic thing, but if they're younger, then yeah, it's just someone that they know that you can set them on the right path. But again, this all just depends on the age of the person. Judgment at the bottom. This is interesting, because judgment to me is always about like a higher calling or like something like that's above. Like I'm really getting a feeling like you are meant to cross paths with this person. Like this person will come to you, they will add something of you, or they will make an advance or a play towards you. Like this person isn't just eyeing you. This person is gonna speak because they got nothing to lose. This person will speak to you, pile two. And I think the main takeaway here is to don't invest too deeply into helping this person. Give them advice, advise them, make yourself available, but don't bend over backwards and don't try to like overdo it with helping this person, because this person could very much just waste your time, waste your effort if you're putting in a lot of effort and time. This person might just need like a stern talking to, or maybe a little bit of like someone to like kind of guide them a little bit, but don't overdo it and don't do too much. Now the Four of Wands here does kind of like give me like partnership energy. So I'm gonna see if there's any romantic intent behind here. And quite frankly, I don't think this person would be above trying to get involved with you romantically if it's a means to an end. So let's see what we got here. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, or third-party interference, and date. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this person, like if they do come to you with like the offer of like wanting to date, they might try to present themselves as like, hey, might be a grifter, presenting themselves as someone who might have this and that or this and that, when in reality they don't have anything and they're really trying to get everything they can off of you. Like I'm getting that strong energy here that this person might actually be very attractive, but they're a handsome bum. Could be a very handsome bum or a very beautiful bum, because this can work the same way for women as well when they're very pretty, but only thing they know is scamming and city girl activity. So hey, this can go both ways for both genders. But either way, like I said, I don't think this person is above actually trying to get romantically involved with you. Chivalry. Yeah, I think this person, like I said, I think this person is going to try to put their best foot forward because they're eyeing you. There's something that you have that they want. And they're definitely going to try to present themselves to be the perfect gentleman or like the perfect woman. They're going to put their best foot forward in trying to seduce you and to try to get you. Now, whether or not this is like done with just like pure honest intention, I'm not 120% sure on that. The scarecrow does kind of scare me off and lets me know like, I don't know. But then again, I did draw that parallel with Alice in Wonderland, that this person just probably just don't have a brain. Like, this person is probably just not using their mind effectively. So I will leave that up to your intuition, because remember that this is a general reading. So if you want more information, you can always just book with me, Pal 2, and we can get a little bit more deeper into something like this. But for the most part, Pal 2, this is someone that you need to be wary of. Beware of the handsome bum or the beautiful bum of a beautiful man or woman coming forward trying to date you, claiming they got this and that, when really they're doing bank and wire fraud or whatever it is that these scammers be doing nowadays to keep their money up and to keep up their image. This might just be someone who is just like, that you need to be wary of, and just like deal with keep at arm's length, but give them a little bit of help, a little bit of advice, but don't really get too greatly involved. Because I think that this person might actually try to get involved with you. Like I said, I think this person is going to come for you, Pal 2, and not the other way around. They're going to try to seduce, try to get up there and date and be the perfect gentleman or the perfect girl to get involved with you and to play the long game. Like, to take the long path towards safety and security. And the long path to safety and security is finding someone with security and safety and start dating them and doing stuff like that, which is definitely a lot of women's MO. And nowadays, it could also be the same deal for a guy. Yeah. I'm not too sure about this one, Paul, too. Like I said, this is a general reading, but this is the energy that I'm feeling here. This person is like someone that's like they're gonna present, they're shrouded in mystery, but at the same time, they're not. Like, this person don't got nothing to show for themselves, but their intentions are nebulous. It's hard to pin down. But one thing's for sure is they definitely want to be with you in some way, shape, or form. And whether or not them wanting to be with you is pure or not is the part that you're going to have to discern for yourself. Whether or not they really just want to learn from you and, really just need your help and a little bit of guidance, or whether or not this person might be trying to have an easy lick. Well, I don't know if it's going to be easy, but playing the long con in order to try to romance their way into a more secure position. So, Pal 2, that's what I got for you. I hope you found this reading interesting, because I sure did. Please like the video, because that goes a long way of getting my channel and my videos seen by other people. Subscribe if you're not already. And I just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this. Thank you for your time and energy, Pal 2, and be blessed. Bye. If you've chosen pile 3 or fish, then this reading is for you. I'm sweating. I had to turn off my fan for this reading, pile 3. I'm so sorry if you start seeing sweat stains all over this shirt. It's hot. I don't have an AC and my fans are loud, so I always turn off when I'm recording. So sorry. Looking at me sweat. So let's get characteristics of the person who's watching you. Who's got their eyes on you, pile 3. So this pile is unique with the fact that, we have 3 cards to describe the person that has their eyes on you. We have networker, which enhances unity through sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Saboteur, which highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it will bring to your life. And finally, we have servant, which is delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Now, the reason why I decided to take on the 3rd card, which was servant, was because when I seen networker and saboteur, I definitely got the energy of someone who's very much self-sacrificing. Someone who Wow, I really am sweating. Someone who put forth a lot of energy to helping other people, helping their friend groups, helping the people around them. But when it comes to actually helping themselves or advancing and empowering them themselves, they always seem to fumble, drop the ball, or just quite frankly are afraid of living up to their true potential. There are people out there who are afraid of success, who are afraid to like stand up and stand out, who are much more comfortable being in the background and playing the role of support, of servant, of helper. And I think Powell 3 is this is someone, I don't know if you know this person, but we'll get into that. But this is someone who's very kind, empathetic, very loving person who's very much like out there helping other people. You might see them in your community, they might be one of your friends. But this is someone out there who helps other people, but when it comes to their own life, you see that, it's not really translating well to their life. They might help other people, but they got nothing to show for it in their own lives. When it comes time for people to help them, they might not show, or other people might not know that this person struggles or having struggles because they just don't want to burden other people with their problems. This is definitely like that very demure type of person. That person that's very, because all three of these cards shows a woman. It could very well be a female. Female. I know women hate being called females. I'm sorry. Could very well be a woman, or a woman. Could very well be a woman. Could most definitely be a woman. Someone who's putting the needs of others before themselves, and quite frankly, they might need to focus a little bit more on themselves and their goals, because they're kind of extending themselves too much and helping people too much. So let's get into like the energy around this person. And man, lo and behold, I remember this one now. This one was actually quite sad. Quite sad. I get the feeling that this person is in need of help, pile 3. Whoever this person is, if you have, and with the 6 of Cups, you might definitely know this person. You probably really know this person, pile 3. I feel like that's a for sure. You know this person in some way, shape, or form. This is and with the networker card, they're very visible. Like they're always around, they're always helping. You might see them at every like church event or every whatever it is that you do. You always see them there helping out and like helping other people. But the fact of the matter is that this person needs help themselves right now. I see it here because the cards are very melancholy. The first card that came out for them is the Tower. I think that this person is going through a very rough time in their life right now, and they're just putting on, especially with the Strength card here, they're just putting on a brave face of everything. They're suffering in silence, and they're just helping other people to help compensate for the sadness that they're feeling right now. Even though they're always helping other people, I think that this person is finally starting to hit a wall, and they're realizing they're hitting a wall, and they don't know what to do about it because they don't know how to empower themselves or bring the change that they need to see in their own lives. And the 6 of Swords in reverse just says that for me right here. The 6 of Swords in reverse is about stagnation, being stuck in a difficult cycle or being stuck in the same place and not knowing how to advance or how to go forward, because this person lacks the insight or the ability to go within themselves and figure out what their needs are and what they truly want. And it's probably because they busy themselves with helping other people that they don't want to focus on their own life. There are people out there like that, and you will find that quite often with the serial helper types. This person might really be a strong people pleaser. And one thing about people pleasing types is they often overlook themselves, their successes, their wants, their needs to help other people and to help advance other people. And this person got it bad, a bad case of people pleasing. This person is going through something rough, and I think right now they need a friend. They need help. And I think that's why this energy is presenting itself to you, pile 3. It's because you might be the person that might need to help this person. And by help, I mean reach out and talk and be persistent in that. Because I think this person will definitely deflect, say, oh, nothing is wrong, yada, 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 everything is fine. But even though people do stuff like that, they always drop little hints that everything is not okay, or that, like, yes, I need help, but I'm afraid to say it, or I'm afraid to ask. This is where your intuition comes in, Pile 3. If you're watching my channel, chances are you're a pretty strong intuitive, or like you at least like are aware of intuition and the ability of going with your gut. So listen to your gut on this, Pile 3. You know this person. This person could be a childhood friend, could even be a sibling of yours. Someone that's close in your circle needs your help, Pile 3. And they're not letting they're not letting anyone know that they need it right now. They're really not. Um, that's very clear to me. Like, they're not letting anyone know that they need it. So what's this person's intention with you? We have the crystal ball and we have the spirit. And like I said before, Pile 3, I think this person's energy is coming out to you because they know that you're the person that they need help for, but they're just not saying it. I feel like the crystal ball and the spirit, I was trying to figure out what to make of this, but now that I started talking, I really feel like this person's energy is like literally trying to get to you, Pile 3. They're trying to get to you and they're screaming for help internally, but no one hears them. But you might have the power, the ability to hear it, or to see through to look beyond what's obvious, as it says here, and realize, like, wait a minute, something's not right. This person, their energy's off. Yeah, they're still helping, but their smile seems fake. The light has gone from their eyes. You know, we empaths, like, we can see and sense these things when someone is just like going through the motions, or when someone seems empty. I don't know how strong of an empath you guys are, but I know that I can sense and see these things when someone is just like going through the motions, or just making a brave face of it. You know when someone's energy is off, and this person is having off energy. And if you sense that, especially with someone that you're close with, and especially with someone who's so sweet, kind, caring, compassionate, and always helping other people, you damn well, Pile 3, better stand up and help this person and reach out. I'm telling you, you need to help this person. They're going through something serious right now, and they're really putting on a brave face, and they're really trying their best to be that person that they are to everyone, that supporter, that lover, that person that brings everyone together, but they're struggling, and they're not letting it be known. But I see right here it says leave room in your plans. Like, this might not be on your list to do, or you might not even have planned to have to like include this person or reach out to this person. But I'm getting a feeling that you're going to have to make an exception, or like do something like this. I feel a strong urge that you need to reach out and help this person. You really do, Pile 3. That's what I'm getting here very strongly. Now what I will do is pull maybe 2 more cards. I'll pull 2 cards just to like get a little bit more like context behind these 2 cards. The first one, 2 cards that came out right away, was the Hermit and the 5 of Swords. This person is having an internal struggle. Like, this could be someone that's just that's suffering in silence. The 5 of Swords is the card of conflict, different opinions and ideals. I think that this person is having a bad inner conflict, or a strong inner battle, probably about the lack of progress in their life, about how stuck or dead, or how they feel like their life is at a dead end, and they need help and they need hope to see that their life is what they make it, and they have to stop being afraid of putting themselves first, and putting other people on the back burner, or like leaning on other people to help them and support them. Like, there's something here about this person, like, just really being to themselves and not really reaching out. And the next card that we have here is the High Priestess. You are meant to sense this, to suss this out, and to see who in your friend group, or who this person is that need it. Because it's going to be apparent in their energy, but not in their outward appearance, You're going to have to definitely put your abilities to use here and sniff this person out, because they are going to be pretty good at hiding it. But they can't hide it from an empath, or from someone who truly cares. And I think if you find out who this person is, you really care about this person. It could be a sibling, a family member, or a close friend, or someone in your friend group. You're going to care enough about this person to be able to suss out whose energy is different and who needs help and not saying it, pile 3. You're going to be able to know this because I feel like this energy wouldn't be coming to you if you wouldn't be able to suss it out in some way, shape, or form, pile 3. So, yeah, someone is going through a strong internal struggle with basically their life and their direction is going in. They don't know what to do, and they're definitely not the type to reach out for help. But you need to be the one to step forward and to help them out, pile 3. It's up to you. It's up to you. So that's what I got here, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. This was definitely an interesting one, and I kept it short. If you guys like the video, if you guys like this reading, then please like the video. It goes a long way to supporting my channel and allowing other people to see my videos. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I want to thank you all so much for your time and your energy and for joining me today for this. And please be blessed. Bye. Last but certainly not least, we have pile 4. If you've chosen the dove, then this reading is definitely for you. All right, pile 4. I am hot. I'm sweating. I have to turn off my fans to do this reading, otherwise the audio is going to come out completely messed up. So I will be making this quick. So let's get into the energy of the person who has their eyes on you, pile 4. Oh, this is the one. And I'm sitting here talking about making it quick, but this is the one I have to spend more time on. Okay, pile 4. The energy of the person that's watching, that has their eyes on you, is the Hermit and the Visionary. This is a very interesting combination because this leads itself to I don't want to say a recluse because the shadow attribute didn't come out, the Hermit didn't come out in reverse. But this is definitely like someone who's very much to themselves, or someone who's taking time out to be by themselves, to focus on their inner life, their inner landscape, and do some heavy introspection and learning and thinking. The Visionary card also gives me the inkling that this person might be a very powerful intuitive, or like at least have a strong intuitive gifting. This person could also very well be someone who kind of can see the future, like not like in like, you know, oh, this person like, oh, they can literally see the future, but it seems like this person kind of always knows what's going to come next or what to do next, or like can read other people or read the situation pretty well. Whereas like, you know, they say in politics, this person can really read the tea leaves really well to see where things are shifting and going. But I really feel the energy of a powerful intuitive here. That someone that's very, very intuitively gifted, whether they know it or not, has their eye on you, pile 4. And I don't think this is in a negative way. Like, I don't think this is negative, but we'll get into the cards and get more detail. But I think this is an intuitive. I don't know where that cool air just came from, but it is welcomed, and I'm so glad. But this is definitely an intuitive, like someone that's really, well, if not an intuitive, then it can just be an artist, because this was the bottom deck card for them as well. I didn't want to pull out 3 cards, but this could also be just like an artist, or like, you know, someone who paints, someone who sings, someone who sketches, someone who draws, someone who writes poetry. A very Edgar Allan Poe kind of, no, not Edgar Allan Poe was a little too edgy. This could maybe Sylvia Plath, maybe, I don't know. But it's like someone that's just like the artist type. Like I don't know if any of you like really date artists or anything like that, or have like been involved with an artist, but they're very, a lot of them are very much tortured souls, or at least the great ones are. The great ones are like sort of tortured souls. But the energy that's coming out here is just like someone that's like very focused on like their inner landscape, or like their personal creativity, whether it's like you and someone that can like really see ahead. This is someone that's quite frankly probably very brilliant and very creative, but a lot of people don't know it or don't realize it. So let's get into the energy of the cards here. We have Death, Five of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups upright, and the Queen of Cups. Now, this is very interesting. This is like the energy of someone who's changed their ways. Like with Death and the Five of Cups in reverse, this is definitely a big shift. Like this could be someone who is very prone to melancholy, could have been very, very depressed, or could be very much a sad sack, as I like to say. But what I'm really sensing here is that this person has been like really changing for the better here, especially with Death upright. This person has really been changing for the better, and Five of Cups in reverse is like this person is starting to be a little bit happier now. There's this energy here of like maybe someone that like is really changing their ways. Like before they used to be quite miserable and it made people around them miserable, but now they're really shifting their energy, shifting their focus, and they're definitely starting to like grow and change as a person, as a spirit, and as a soul, because they've been doing a lot of inner work. And again, like I said, this person might be an intuitive, because that inner work thing is very much like, you know, a spiritual thing that people go through. And this could be someone that's awakening to their spiritual abilities, or someone who's coming around to the spiritual side of things. With the Six of Cups upright, I think this is someone that you know, or someone that you might have had a past entanglement with. I was really feeling the energy of an ex. Like I was just feeling the energy of an ex who probably was like shitty in the past. Like this could have been like for like maybe like years ago, but this might be someone who was thinking about re-entering your life and doing so as a changed man or changed woman. And this person has very much changed, especially with the Queen of Cups at the bottom. This is someone that's more in touch with their emotions, someone that's more in tune with their intuition, definitely. Like I said, this person being some sort of intuitive is coming through very, very heavy here. Or someone that's awakened to their spiritual powers, or, you know, or just like the spiritual side of life and living. There's a strong illusion to this person's intuition being in a way to identify them, or the way to like pick them out, especially if this is like, you know, some I don't know, maybe this person probably shown aptitude for it in the past, but you know, they just was like too caught up in their own BS, or too caught up in the world, or like maybe just not personally self-assured enough to like really allow it to be expressed positively. But whatever this is, like I feel like you definitely know this person with the Six of Cups. I felt that this was definitely a romantic entanglement. And I still can't shake it. I was definitely feeling the energy of romance, and or a past flame or a past lover rebranding, going through like their whole inner journey, the dark night of the soul, yada yada yada, and coming through on the side someone more emotionally available, mature, and definitely much more spiritually aware. So the person's intentions as to why they're watching you, and this is why I really strongly like double down on the romantic feelings, is the first card that we have is Spiderweb, which is destiny, mortality, patient. And this could be trapped or connected. Again, I feel like this person might really be connected to you in some sort of way, connected to you by destiny, which is why the Six of Cups is here. This could be someone that like leaves and re-enters your life at multiple different points and stages in your life, and each time they're just like a different person. Or this could be someone like, if they don't come back multiple times, you definitely known them in the past, and now they're watching you, and they might come again, but this time as a much more like much more like evolved person. And another thing here is the inner demon cards, and you see this card just looking just like, hey, what's up? Like I really think that this person might really like you, or like might want a second, maybe even third chance. I don't know you guys' history, but this person might be trying to work their way in for a second chance at love, or a second chance of at least being involved in your life in some way. The inner demons says thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. They're on your inside, but it also says that they're on your side. So I don't think that this person is coming to you with malicious or malignant intent. I think that this person might really be connected to you in some sort of way, maybe a past life soulmate, or just someone, or maybe just like a soul bond, or someone that you've known through many lifetimes. You would know because you might have that connection to this person, because you're an intuitive too if you're watching me, whether you know it or not. You're an intuitive too, and this person really might have just awakened to their intuitive ability as well, or starting to lean a little bit more into it, yada yada yada. But this is a very, very strong focus on that. This person is coming into your life with the intentions of trying to stick around, of trying to stay, because they feel connected to you and you might feel connected to them in some way, even though, I don't know how it might end. I feel like, if you hate this person guts, them coming back might really be like as a total ill to you, and you might not give them a chance. And I don't know if you should or not, so I'm gonna consult the cards and see what's up with this. Let's get a little bit more into this. Should Pile 4 engage with this? Ooh, shucks. Should Pile 4 engage with this person? We got the 3 of Cups that came out. I mean, that right there is already a yes. The 3 of Cups is all about friendships, camaraderie, like actually hanging out or forming a bond or connection, like as a group type of thing. So even if it's not going to be on a romantic tip, you can definitely be friendly and cordial to this person. Don't just immediately shut them out the moment they show up. Especially with the 6 of Cups here. You might definitely know this person and might have history with them, but they've definitely changed. The Moon card. And the High Priestess. Again, this whole thing was all about intuition. And now with the Moon and the High Priestess coming out, this is definitely something that's just strongly connected in the spirit. Like, this is like a very strong spiritual connection, Pile 4. Like, very, very strong. Like, this is definitely someone who's definitely been doing the work. They've been doing the work, Pile 4. They really, really have. And if this person is coming back to you and like really trying to get involved, it's definitely not just like a passing fancy. It could be destiny. It's fate. You guys are connected in one way, shape, or form. And again, you don't have to jump into something romantic. In fact, you're strongly suggested to just start off as friends. See for yourself, fill them out, see for yourself, like to have this reading be confirmed for you. See for yourself that this person is someone different. Hang out, go be with them, converse with them. You'll definitely start getting the sense that this person isn't how you knew them before. The Moon card is all about, like, to me, it's like the personal journey through the darkness. Because in the journey of the tarot, the Fool is making his way through the moonlit night after everything just had happened. Let me see, this is what, 15? Dang, I'm messing up my tarot numbers. Because I know it goes Tower, Star, and I think it might be the Moon. Because after the Star card comes the Moon. And with the Star card, person already going through the Tower and then the journey of the Star. This is someone who's already lost it all, but has recovered, regained their strength, their focus, their spiritual powers, and are now moving through the night, moving on their journey. And I really strongly feel like this person, they're not going to let you know that they're there for you, that they think that you guys are soulmates, that they want to be connected to you. They're going to come up and they're going to be very innocent and very innocuous in the way that they approach you. Like, oh, hey, let's go out for drinks. Oh, hey, let's go get a coffee or something. Like, this person's going to be very innocuous, very innocent in their approach to you. But deep down inside, they having them thoughts. So be ready for that. And the High Priestess here, again, that energy of a deep connection, of deep intuitive connection. I definitely feel like you're going to be able to sense that this person's a pretty strong intuitive. This person's going to sense that you're already just as intuitive as you were when they first met you. And they didn't see it before, but now they garnered an even higher appreciation for it, of your spiritual walk, your spiritual path, now that they've been on it themselves. This is someone that's really reformed and changed, and they want to come in and have another chance with you, Power 4. So let's get some of these Love Island cards here to get a little bit more on a little bit more. This one is just being hit. Soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. This is what I've been saying here with destiny, with fate, with this powerful connection, the high priestess, this strong intuitive thing. This is a soulmate. This person feel like you're their soulmate. They might have been blind to it before. They might not completely understand it, but after going through like their whole death experience, their tower experience, then their star experience, and definitely fighting their way out of darkness and out of the depression, finding a closer connection to their inner source and their spirit and their intuitive gifting and powers. This person is much more mature and definitely ready to come back to you. And they're going to play it the right way. They're going to start off and want to just be friends. So you can see their growth for yourself, and you can check this out. Wow. This is the one that came out with me, that I just seen, the coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. Like I said, this person's going to come to you with the offer of friendship at first. Like, they're going to ask you out maybe on a coffee date or yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, this is definitely a very strong soul connection, soulmate connection that's coming around for you, Power 4. This person has their eyes on you, they see you, and they might be deciding to hit you up, or as you're watching this, you just have someone that kind of fits this bill come re-enter into your life. Because again, with the Six of Cups, you might know them. But then again, with the Six of Cups here, now that I'm seeing all this stuff about soul connection and soul contracts, you might not know this person in this life. You might not have known this person in this life, but with the Six of Cups here, there's definitely that connection here. Like, you've known this person before. And if this is someone brand new that's coming in, but you guys have this like insane innate connection, this is why. Because you and this person knew each other already. And this person here has already been through so much. Like, this is like this person's life right here, their life journey so far. They've been through a lot, they've changed, they grew, they stepped into their intuition, stepped into their power, and now they're stepping to you, Power 4. And let's get our last card from the Amor at Psyche. Now I'm gonna know that this is definitely romantic. Let's get one last card to end this up. This one's must have come out. We got jealousy and possessiveness. I think this person's really gonna be all about you, uninhibited and unreleased, uninhibited and released. So yeah, this person definitely might really be like, even though they're not going to let it show, this person might definitely be like intensely guarded over you. Some people like that. Like, this is someone who's not going to play about you. They don't always have to be possessive, or like some people just see possessiveness as just a way of like actually like loving it. I don't feel like this is negative in any way, shape, or form, even though this is usually read as like more of a negative card. I don't feel that here in this energy. I feel like the energy of like a lot of fun. This person's gonna bring something new into your life. This person's gonna bring something new here. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. A lot of like fun courtship, dating, a lot of looking at each other with googly eyes in the end. Like, this is a very, very beautiful thing here. Very, very beautiful. I think this person's really, really gonna like, you're gonna enjoy the friendship, is what I'm gonna say. You're gonna really enjoy this person's friendship. And if it does turn into anything romantic, it might kind of blow you away. Like, at least in terms of like, you know, the sexual energy, to be a little bit rated R here. I think you're going to really enjoy it. But remember your self-respect. But remember that, you know, if this is an ex that's coming back, don't just immediately fall. Don't just immediately fall into the trap. Like, even though this isn't a trap, but don't immediately fall into it. Remember your self-respect and conduct yourself with that respect in mind, power forward, you know. Conduct yourself in that way. And if this person starts getting a little too jealous and possessive, if time goes on, you guys are dating, remember your self-respect. Remember that you are a person with your own autonomy, and you need to nip that jealousy and stuff in the bud as soon as you can. Because don't let that be a thing here, Power Forward. Don't let that be a thing. Nip it in the bud. But yeah, this is your reading, Power Forward. I hope you enjoyed it, because this was definitely awesome. If you're watching this video, please give it a like, especially if you enjoyed this reading. Liking my videos allow more people to see it, promotes my channel, you know, and all that good stuff. Allow more people to see what I'm doing over here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Do it. But, you know, thank you so much for your time and your energy, Power Forward, and please be blessed. Bye.